Okay, good morning. Principle of human rights. The numbers of principles contain the human rights. So, first of all, principle of human rights, our this topic. Next, generation of human rights. Then, let's start rights. Principles, that means numbers of postulations, numbers of directions we understand on the principles. So very common principles of human rights are universal. Human rights are universal, inalienable, indivisible, interdependent, equal and non-discriminatory. So these are the shortly listed. More detail, universality, it means all human rights available for all person in universally. We all enjoy the human rights, free and equal with dignity and freedom. Another principle of human rights is indivisible. Human rights are not separable from our politics, cultures, and daily other things. Another principle of human rights are inalienable. Look at here, inalienable. That means very closely links with the humans. And another principles of human rights is interdependence and interrelated. All human rights are always depend upon others and always link upon others. That's why all human rights are interdependent and interrelated. Then another principles of human rights, equality and that's non-discrimination. Equality means equally behave. All different kinds of having different color, sex, ethnicity treated as equal. That is equality. Non-discrimination means on the basis of different ground, do not discriminate upon them. That is non-discrimination. Clear? Another principle is participation in inclusion. It is the 21st is one of the beautiful features of the human rights is participation. That means each and every people participate, and inclusion. All are included, even they are young, even they are women, minorities, civilian or other. They all are participated. That's why human rights is participatory. Accountability and rule of law. It is the another important principles of human rights. Accountability means a state reacts to the human rights properly. If it fails to react, then international committee them obligatory to react. And another is the rule of law. Rule of law means the always governed by the national law or governed by the law. So human rights also governed by the laws. Another topic today is generation of human rights. So how much human rights have generation? How it is upgraded from time to time? The human rights. Look here, three generations of the human rights. First generations, civil and political rights. Obviously, example is here: right to vote, assembly, reasons. And also second generation of human rights is economic and social cultural rights, right to implement housing, funding, care, security. And last, third generation of human rights is collective level of communities or population. That means community rights or collective rights are generation of human rights. So more detail, look at here. First generation of human rights, ICCPR. ICCPR, ICCPR ICCPR conventions, ICCPR 1966 guaranteed the numbers of human rights. So these rights fall upon first generation of human rights. And next, second generation of human rights, international covenant on economic and social cultural rights. That is second generation of human rights. Obviously, it is also rights guaranteed by the ICSCR. And another third generation of human rights. Third generation of human rights we very common with community rights. What type of rights? Common heritage, humanitarian assistance, cultural developments, environmental rights. These all rights falls upon